The tech wonder that is the Google Street View involves simultaneously taking images from different angles and overlapping them into one 360-degree view. And since 2007, Google's street cameras have gathered over 170 billion images, derived from about 10 million miles worth of road trips all over the world.
Oh, man. Where are we? How long have I been asleep? What is this? Is this Atlanta? Seems pretty nice.
We're in Taiwan.
So naturally, they've captured some strange, inexplicable snaps along the way. Here are 16 WTF moments caught on Google Street View. What's up, Facnatics? This is Discovery Amuse, serving up your daily dose of the most outrageous, outlandish, and out-of-this-world fun facts. Stay tuned till number 1, because we might just have the definitive proof of alien life here on Earth. Here come the Google guys. Say, watermelon sugar. Ah.
This is amazing.
Number 16. Crazy pranks. Looks like the Google cameras are not welcome in this suburban street in Norway, where 2 residents in full scuba gear are seen soaking up the sun, because later on they are seen chasing after the cameras with pitchforks. Meanwhile, at a roadside in Mexico, the Google truck was welcomed by these low-rent horror movie characters. They could definitely learn a thing or two from these pedestrian pranksters who decided to photobomb the streets of Tokyo in the creepiest way possible. It's a freaking pigeon invasion! Keep watching, because no Photoshop was involved in our number 1 pick. Those are 100% authentic. Number 15. When nature calls. Google Maps is a goldmine of photos of men answering the call of nature in the strangest places. Because, hey, the whole world's their toilet.
It's going everywhere.
But apparently, even a few women were caught doing a number 1 in public. Unfortunately, the Google cameras were there, and now photos of them taking a leak have been leaked on the internet. Number 14. A series of unfortunate events. Accidents happen all the time, but adding insult to injury is when Google's got all the receipts. Take, for instance, this Brazilian woman who was captured walking around a corner, and the next moment you see her tumbled face down. Cyclists falling off their bikes are a dime a dozen on Google Maps, but imagine taking a tumble and these workers just stare at you. Some accidents are much more serious though, like this car that fell off the bridge into the river, and this van that caught on fire.
Oh, God. Okay.
Here's to hoping the Google guys lent a helping hand somehow.
That was awkward.
Number 13. Penny farthing in the city. It's not every day that we get to see a person riding a penny farthing or a high-wheeled bicycle, but what makes this all the more peculiar is that the biker has a penguin in tow. Aww. Turns out the person behind the wheel is Australian champion penny farthing rider Nikki Armstrong, and the penguin was just a stuffed toy she placed there to help stabilize the bike. Good to hear no penguins were harmed during the filming of this street. Number 12. The Hangover.
False alarm.
These people look like they enjoyed a happy hour or 2 and just totally blacked out wherever their wobbly feet managed to take them, like in the back of a pickup or on a bench. And this poor guy was being carried like a sack of potatoes by his friends when the Google car drove by. Number 11. Horsing around. With so many things going on in the world right now, here we are figuring out why the heck there's a herd of horseheads trolling Google Street View. Here's one taken in 2010 in Aberdeen, Scotland, dubbed by the media as Horseboy. And here's another BoJack Horseman copycat, or should I say copy horse, that's spotted on the streets of Venice in 2014. And in 2018, there's another sighting of a thoroughbred man sitting by the roadside, which, judging by his long face, seems to have been stood up by a mare he met around the neighborhood.
Well, that was another in a long series of regrettable life choices.
Number 10. Animal Alley. It's definitely a zoo out there, and here are some animals caught on Google Cam roaming the concrete jungle. There's this llama out on a date downtown with her favorite person. Oh, yeah. And the bird who successfully stole one of their dinner rolls. And here's a deer running for dear life, which may or may not be chased after by this tiger on the loose. Number 9. Trash talk. This little green trash bin at a park in Switzerland hides a little secret. There's a man stuck inside of it!
What the hell?
As to how he got stuck in there remains a mystery, but it does look like an interesting art installation that depicts a man wasting his life away or something like that.
Sweet baby Jesus.
Meanwhile, in this photo, we're hoping the kid was just playing hide and seek with the Google van and not actually trying to escape from his abductors. Number 8. Indecent exposures. Some people really go to great lengths just to get their 15 minutes of internet fame. And what's the cheapest, trashiest way to do it? By flashing Google, of course. Here's an Aussie lady who waited for the Street View card just to show the world her tiggo-bitties. The woman said she pulled out her Golden Globes for a male friend in the UK. Well, that's certainly a creative way to cope with long-distance relationships. On the other side of the world, there are these men who probably didn't get cast for Magic Mike for obvious reasons. And then there's these guys who got a little too cheeky when the Google car drove by in St. Louis, Missouri.
Better zoom in.
Ah!
Compliments of the deacon.
Number 7. Street Fighters. I gotta admit, this next one's pretty cool. Check out these two samurai warriors facing off on the streets of Pittsburgh. Props to their homemade hakama costumes made of curtains and bedsheets while wielding baseball bats instead of katanas. Now that deserves to be immortalized on Google Maps. Number 6. Loner's Lane.
Disgusting. You can't sit with us!
No one is allowed to sit with this guy, especially since he cordoned himself off from the public and decided to sit by his lonesome along the road. Meanwhile, this creepy person covered head to toe in a stark white suit also decided to sit by himself while waiting for Google to arrive. I don't know about you, but this dude is giving me the creeps in broad daylight.
Mommy, I'm scared.
Number 5. Abandoned baby! This image, reportedly taken in Taiwan, shows what seems to be an empty shopping district. Well, almost empty, spare for this baby that looks like he's been left alone on the sidewalk. Oh, the poor thing must have been waiting for his shopaholic mom outside because, you know, women take so much time shopping. It was in the script, honey. Number 4. The Full Monty. Remember that scene from The Hangover when they hid a naked Mr. Chow in the trunk of a car? Well, I wouldn't be surprised if that scene inspired this bizarre image of a naked man climbing out of a car trunk, all while his dog is dead asleep on the pavement.
What the hell going on?
Not sure what's happening here, but this man was also snapped in his birthday suit with his face plopped on a pillow like in some weird yoga pose.
What position is this?
Meanwhile, in Florida, a woman was photographed enjoying the fresh air in the Sunshine State while wearing nothing. But no more free nudes for the eagle-eyed internet lurkers because Google has blurred her whole body in line with their privacy policy. Number 3. Busted! Google cams have caught some actual criminals out on the streets, but thankfully, these Street View images prove that our brave police officers are still out there protecting us from danger. Some of them were captured in the middle of a hot pursuit, looking like heroes in a real-life action movie, while others were snapped in the middle of an arrest. Thank you for keeping the streets safe, officers! Number 2. The Masked Stranger. In this unconfirmed location, the camera snapped a man crouched in between trees in the middle of woodland while wearing a gas mask. It is unclear what he was doing there, but it looks like he's up to no good.
Oh, hell no!
Before we go to our #1 pick, do us a solid and make sure to smash the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. Don't forget to choose all so you won't miss out on any of our latest life-changing, boredom-busting content. And of course, be sure to turn on notifications in your app settings. #1. Aliens Among Us. Has Google finally proven the existence of extraterrestrial life on Earth?
Look, the less you guys know, the better. I want you to have plausible deniability.
In this Street View photo, an alien sitting alone by the road was captured by the lenses. Another Google user discovered that aliens really are among us when he tried to use Street View to find a parking space, but instead found something from outer space. The green-faced humanoid was also staring directly into the camera, which makes it all the more chilling. Still not convinced? Take a look at this image from the skies in Florida, which showed a UFO-shaped thing peeking out of the clouds, although a closer look would reveal that it's actually half of a butterfly or a moth, which was probably distorted in the stitching of the photos. So, which of these Street View photos creeped you out the most? Let us know in the comments section below. Take home any of our exclusive gear by browsing our merch shelf or clicking the link in the video description. And while you're at it, take our quiz to find out how you can earn extra cash online doing what you do best. Awesome, right? Pack your bags, because we're going on a journey to the 10 strangest borders on Earth. That's coming right up. Till then, stay silly, Factnatics, and see you in the next video!